Hi, Nadeem here from Smart Riding. I've just had some new kit arrive from Chigee this morning. This is the AIO-6 LTE. Now, I've also got the quick release module for BMW, so it goes straight into the BMW cradle on my bike, and the cameras, which are for the AIO-6. Now, these are 1080p 60, so they shoot at 60 frames per second, which I think if you're going to be using the footage and you know how to edit and things, it's quite good because it means you can put the footage into slow motion if you want. So let's get this one opened and we'll see. Let's see what's in here. User manual and a display. So that's the 6-inch. Let's see what's with it, if there's anything else. Keyring. Some spacers for this mount, I think. So a couple of stickers. Some more wiring. And more wiring again. So basically, I mean, I'm going to be putting the quick release module for BMW on this, but it looks like you can wire this straight up to this if you want to. So it's got USB-C at the back here as well. So I'm assuming that these wires will go to USB-C or something. I'll find out when I open all this up. I'm not going to do that just now. Just wanted to see what's in the box for this. So let's put this back in here just now. Right, so this is a quick release module installation guide. And this. See if there's anything else in here. Yeah, there's more wiring. Yeah, so that's the wiring that will go into it. So it's got the camera cables as well. So I'll figure this out after I've got everything out and just check all. Then there's the cameras. Right, user manual. And this is the wiring for the cameras. So these are color coded from what I can see. Yep. So it's orange on these, so that'll go into these here with the orange. I have seen some footage from the cameras and they look to be pretty decent. So once I've got it hooked up, obviously I'll do a road test and everything and see how that goes. But yeah, so that's what this stuff looks like. So yeah, I've got SIM card ready to go into the unit as well because it's the LTE model, as I said. So I'll be testing that. I'm going to have to do the setup from the AIO-5. As I remember, you have to activate the unit as well by going online and then do any updates that need to be done, etc., etc. So, okay, so this is the unit itself as it comes out of the box. It's got this mount on it. I'm going to be taking this off so that I can put the BMW module mount on it. Now, you have to get extra power for the cameras because the cameras take too much power and the BMW bracket doesn't supply enough power into it. So therefore, you need to put this in. This is a USB-C connector here. And you can put that in, which will then supply more power to this for the cameras at the same time. And you have a choice of 2 ways of powering it. Now, there's this connector with USB-C. So if you've got, USB ports on your bike in the cockpit area, then you can connect it just to that. And then you plug into that and the 2 cameras plug into each of these 2 cables here. Or you can wire it direct to the battery so that you're not worried about USB-C ports. I think I'll probably use this because I've got an easy way to wire anyway, so it's not a problem for me. So I'll probably use this, but you do have a choice just to use the USB-C. So first off, I'm going to take this off. This is our Torx T9. I think there is the supply Torx with it anyway, but I prefer using my own tools. Now this can only go one way because of the USB-C port where that is. So I'll plug into the USB-C and then put this on. Okay, so to get the BMW module on, there's different screws. They're slightly longer than the ones that go in for the normal base, because obviously this sticks out a bit more. I just realized that when I tried to put these ones back in, so I'm going to use these ones now. As I said, you've got a choice. You can just use the USB-C to power it, or you can connect to power up properly. If you use the power cable, then you just use the cap on this and leave this covered, and you just use the red to red here, and this is going to your battery or to whatever box you're using to power accessories. I've got the Heltec box, so it can go straight into there. But anyway, it looks straightforward. Before I connect cameras or anything else, I think what I'm going to do is activate the unit. I've got the Chigee AIO-6 and that requires activation before you can use it, and I'll need to get all connected up, and then I need to put the SIM card in. I need to figure that'll go in here somewhere. Yep. So I'll do that as well. Okay, so let's get this activated. Choose language. Okay. Select a region. That's Hungary. Okay. Oh. Okay. Need to connect it to Wi-Fi now. Right, so that's Wi-Fi connected. Oh. Let's activate the unit. Activation success. Let's close that. Okay, so this is just giving you advice on how to do stuff. Right. Let's see what's it saying. So this is what happens with this system. Because it's the 4G LTE, you have to pay Chigee for the use of their network, you know, for the servers and stuff for this, the LTE stuff to work. I don't think it's a huge amount of money, but I'll check and find out, but I can't remember. But it's given me 6 months worth free anyway. Okay, let's update this. So as soon as you get the unit, you want to do the update first, just to make sure everything is going to work properly. And especially if you've got the R1300 GS, there have been some problems with the new mount, and I think this update fixes them. And the micro SD card needs to be in for this to work, as far as I can see, because it wasn't doing it without it. So you get that, and I think it puts it onto the micro SD and then loads it from there. All right, that's installing now. So that's the update complete. The unit's just rebooting now. The good thing with the Chigee unit is it does over-the-air update, so you don't need to be worrying about downloading from websites, putting in a micro SD and all that kind of stuff. So we're back in now. That's everything on. Okay, I don't know what this is. MCU upgrading, do not power or shut down. Okay, I better listen to them. So the unit's carrying out quite a few different updates, and I'm just letting it go through them all. So this is saying the 4G module has been upgraded. That's all the updates done. Everything that needed to be done has been done. So what I'm going to be doing is over the next day or so, I will install the cameras and everything else power-wise. I'm still trying to decide whether I plug into the USB-C here for the power for the cameras or wire it into the bike. I'll decide that when I'm doing the cameras. I mean, to be honest, to fit the cameras, I'm going to have to strip the bike down anyway a bit to run all the cables. So it's not much more hassle to fit the power there as well, but I'll decide that tomorrow.